Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Star Stable Online, where we are here with our brand new, beautiful Jorvik magic horse, Wild Mother, who has really blown so many of you guys away too. I cannot believe how amazing our Birch wild horse happens to be. She is in her current spotty pattern, which I absolutely love so much. But you guys know that this is a very, very special Jorvik magic horse indeed. Oh, and hello, that's a very special horse managing to make that jump. My goodness, power to you, Miss Shadowright. But yes, you guys know this is one of the most special Jorvik magic horses we have ever had. She actually will have beautiful leaves and moss growing up her sides, up her legs, across her muzzle as soon as she goes out into the wild areas. And for those of you who remember when we just got Wild Mother in one of our special episodes a short while ago, you will also know a little bit about her history. The fact that Wild Mother is actually very old, centuries old. So she's a little bit weak from the journey here into Jorvik, but she is centuries old and she is here to be able to help the other magic horses of her herd, her descendants who have decided to come to this beautiful green land and do their best to unite the land and the humans who happen to be here together in harmony. So yeah, Wild Mother's gonna have a very, very special story, and I thought what better way to begin her beautiful roleplay story than by having her join us for the Midsummer Festival. So I'm really, really, really excited to spend time with her. And I'm so excited to spend time with you guys. Oh my gosh. If you don't know, I've actually been very busy on a move, but we have been able to have some special mainline adventures with Rosestone. And this is actually going to be a short little arc of special events to celebrate Midsummer. So if you are enjoying our adventures with Rosestone, if you are enjoying the fact that we are finally beginning to explore new realms throughout the entire island, then don't fret, we will resume those main adventures shortly. But for now, we're gonna spend the day with Wild Mother and setting up for the Midsummer Festival. And before, oh, some of the sparrow bees! Oh, I love those sparrow bees. Also, before we even get into like that much seriousness, I have to just take a minute to admire. Look at how beautiful she is! You guys, look at her! This is one of the most beautiful horses. Look at her mane. She is truly a wild. This is truly one of the most beautiful horses I have ever had the opportunity to meet. And I am so excited that she is now part of our family. And she's so looking forward to spending time with, oh, look at the tulips, to spending time with some of the many wild magic horses who have already come into our stable. I really thought we would only have a couple magic Jorvik horses, and since we have actually ended up with so many of them, in fact, let's see if we can find a spot a little bit in the wilds to see what Wild Mother, this is what she would look like after all. Can I actually get a second, could I do that? That's so tempting. That is so tempting. Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever been tempted? But this is one of her many, many family members of her herd, obviously. And just look at those leaves. Look at those leaves. Look at that moss. Oh, I'm going to have so much fun bonding with this very old and wise horse. I'm sure Gary Goldtooth and his family have a very long history. Who knows? Maybe Gary Goldtooth, when he was just a little guy, actually was watched over by Wild Mother when she was still in the Jorvik wilds herself. How exciting is that? But we do want to introduce her to this human realm where it's very populated with people outside of the wilds. And I just really thought, what better way to do that than by setting up the Midsummer Festival, which we totally have to hurry and set up so that we can get more of the special reefs. Last year I messed up the flower wreaths, so this is actually the only one of last year's flower wreaths that I have, and I really want to have more of them, and I haven't even looked at all of this yet. Wild Mother! Oh, Wild Mother, we'll have to go shopping for some new gear for you. This is the cutest. When did the little shop stalls get so ridiculously cute? This gives me so much inspiration for zoo crafting and everything else. I cannot even handle this. That is so adorable. Oh, you guys, this is gonna be so fun. All right, but we don't want to overwhelm this lovely new lady. I doubt she startles very easily since she is centuries old herself. But let's go ahead and get this party started by starting to set up the midsummer events with Ranger Marisol. Midsummer is when we celebrate the long days of summer with family and friends. The festival is beloved through Northern Europe, but nowhere is it more popular than here in Jorvik. This year's Midsummer celebration is being organized by the Jorvik Rangers. I'm always happy to have a good end with the Rangers. And it's set to be Jorvik's biggest yet. We're almost set up, but there are a few more tasks left. Do you think you and your horse could help out? Wild Mother, this will be a great opportunity for you to learn about these things. That's the spirit. There are 3 stations where my colleagues could use your assistance. Stanislav is in charge of raising the midsummer pole. Our fire safety expert, Ashley, is in charge of the bonfire. And finally, I put Dylan in charge of setting up the banquet tables. With your help, the party will begin in no time. Oh, I love the idea that of all of the things, Wild Mother just feels like being here and being able to help celebrate a festival that seems to be about food and friends, but is also about something very special with the magic of the land. I just love that she's content to see how all of these youngsters are handling the celebration. Ranger Dylan? Oh great, you must be the volunteer Marisol promised me. I'm in charge of the midsummer banquet. There's going to be salmon from South Hoof, herring from Cape West, potatoes from Steve's. I helped with some of those potatoes, that tickles me. And fresh berries from Mistfall. I can't wait to stuff my face. Not that I would touch anything until the guests are finished, of course. In any case, before we set out the food, someone needs to set up the tables and chairs. You'll help with that, won't you? Thomas Moreland was kind enough to offer up some folding chairs and tables from his stable. He should have them all set out, so all you need to do is ride down there with your horse and pick them up. All right, let's do this. Oh man, that is so useful when you can just like see where everything is supposed to go. All right, Wild Mother, you are ridiculously fast, even though you are level 1. This is so satisfying. Oh, and look at the new quest text. Geez, everything has just... Wild Mother, you've come at a good time. Clearly, she knows that there have been many grand sweeping changes through the land of Jorvik over the past few years, and she's curious enough, like I said, to see what these youngsters are up to. I really think she must, like, not startle for anything either. There we go. There's one box. Good job, Wild Mother. Can we pick up both? Oh! She is like 100% ready for this, and it hardly slows her down at all, I swear. It'll be really fun to have her in our stable and to just imagine the roleplay experience that the other horses might have, being able to be in her presence with everything that she must have learned over her many centuries. I would guess she's about 3 centuries old, personally. I bet if you studied her hooves, it probably looks like tree rings. That would be really cool. All right, let's put this down. That wasn't hard for her to carry at all. Nice work with the table and chairs. Remind me to thank Thomas later. He's been so helpful with the festivities this year. Said something about making sure the girls who came to his riding camp see Jorvik at its best. Speaking of Jorvik's best, let's get that banquet set up. Oh, this is so fun. I love how she's getting experience for this too. Geez, that was easy. I'm like an old hat at this by now. James at Fort Pinta is generously sponsoring the food for the banquet. He just sent me a text saying that everything is ready for pickup, so maybe you could ride down to Fort Pinta and pick it up. It should be waiting for you next to the disco. Awesome! We can definitely help with that. A good party is a loud party. We're expecting a big turnout in this year's party. It's going to be tough to hear the music over everyone laughing and having fun. A good party is a loud party, am I right? I want people to feel the unce, unce, unce in their bones. Fortunately, James also offered to let us borrow speakers from Fort Pinta Disco to use at the Midsummer stage. Think you could pick those up as well? Yeah, that'd actually be a really good idea. Also, I heard rumors amongst the Star Stable lovers in our Patreon Discord today that Star Stable has started dropping hints about James having a brand new look upcoming. So what do you guys think about that? Have you seen the preview of James's new style? Because it'd be kind of cool if that's the case. Also, Wild Mother, in her wisdom, thinks that we should go ahead and question some of the other rangers for what they might. Oh, that is seashells! Oh, Luna Ashcloud, how did you get that? But Wild Mother believes that, we should speak to the other rangers and see if there's anything that they need from Fort Pinta before we go dashing over there. So let's go ahead and ask. You can't celebrate Midsummer without a midsummer pole. It needs to be tall enough to be seen from far away, but also wide and strong enough to last through weeks of partiers dancing round and round. It also happens there's a perfect pole just down the way by old Jasper's farmhouse. I checked with the owner and he says we're more than welcome to take it. I guess old Jasper might not be such a bad guy. Maybe we'll see more of him in our mainline adventures sometime soon. It's too heavy for me to carry, but I see you have a good strong horse. Maybe the two of you could fetch the pole up here? No problem. All right, we can go ahead. Let's grab that pole really quickly. Oh, look who it is. Jeez, I love seeing everybody come and just like hang out. Barney, what a lovely bunch of flower crowns we have this year. Have you crafted them all yet? Oh, I really hope to soon. You don't mind this, okay. Wild Mother does not mind moving past. Whoa, that's a huge log. Are you sure about this? I understand that your skin must be very thick since you are part tree and you were not alarmed by the thorns at all. But this is a huge log. Are you sure? All right. Oh my gosh. She was sure, you guys. She had literally no problem with that. I am immensely impressed. What we may have a problem with is getting it back. I don't want to like just bonk. Can you imagine poor Barney just standing there next to the lumber and the next thing you know, we're just like kapow! And we just bonk right into him? That would be just very rude. All right. All right. Hopefully we're okay. Everybody use caution. I thought being so old, I legitimately thought it would make it would actually make Wild Mother kind of weaker, but no. Instead, she is ridiculously strong. The pole is, yep, we've got it. We sure do have this pole. There we go. Perfect. Now we just need to decorate it. Let's see, leaves. Oh, this will be so fun to collect the flowers and the leaves. We wrap the midsummer pole in fresh green leaves to celebrate the season. There are plenty of branches in the woods between here and Moreland Stables. We'll need lots of leaves, so take your horse and gather as many as the two of you can. Oh, that'd be so fun. A proper midsummer pole is decorated with wildflowers to showcase the beauty of summer. I don't think Thomas Moreland would mind if you pick some flowers from the woods nearby. Why don't you and your horse go and pick a good mix of blooms? Once you've wrapped your leaves around the pole, you can use those flowers to decorate it. Oh my gosh, we've got to do this, guys! Because think about it, Wild Mother's probably chuckling to herself and she'd be so happy to contribute some of her leaves to add an extra little touch of magic to this. Let's do it! This is going to be so much fun. This is one of my favorite parts of the Midsummer Festival. That and making our flower crowns. I can't believe that all of my other ones fell apart because I forgot to put them completely together. Oh, I only have the dandelion one. Oh, here we go, Wild Mother. Oh, this is so much fun. A few leaves here. Where's some wild flowers? Oop, easy girl, easy. We don't want all of those thistles for wildflowers. I wonder if one day they'll ever make like little mini goats be something that you can actually... There we go. This is so cool. I would love if you could like have all of these flowers as little back decorations all the time. But if they ever make a little mini goat as a saddle pet, that would not only be adorable, but then we could definitely imagine that it was very, very busy eating all of the... Oh my gosh, this is so fun. Eating all of the thistles, the wild thistles that we pass. All right, we've almost got enough flowers. This is legitimately a magic moment, if you ask me. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I love all of those flowers on her back. Here, Wild Mother, let's get a little jump. Oh, this is so lovely. This is so pretty. I don't even know how to express how beautiful this is because she's just so happy and her jump is so beautiful. And this must feel so natural. Maybe she's got a little bit of extra magic to kind of add in. That's the best we can do to just kind of like show how beautiful she is. Oh, sorry. I'm not sorry. You should enjoy what you're doing, and I'm enjoying taking pictures of of this stunning, wonderful, beautiful horse as she wanders through. Oh, there we go. As she wanders through the wilds. Well, the wilds of next to Moorland Stable and collects up a bunch of beautiful, beautiful flowers for the festival. Yeah, this is. Oh, Wild Mother. Oh, this is amazing. She's so pretty. Okay, okay, okay. I can focus now. She was just too beautiful. All right, let's gather these up and we'll get the pole up. I think Wild Mother's of the opinion that that is one of the most important parts of the entire festival. And you know, having a good pole up probably helps when it comes to whatever little bits of magic you really want to try to spread around the festival. Dancing has always been tied in with all sorts of celebrations and rituals. I love this just pile of leaves and flowers. It would be so fun if you could just like decorate with transport items, don't you guys think? Like, wouldn't that be fun? Imagine the roleplay possibilities. It'd be amazing. All right, so we have the leaves and flowers. Let's slow down a little. We can at least wrap those up today. And the pole is looking great. Now it's time to decorate. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. And I love how Wild Mother probably snuck some of her magic leaves in there. And then, wonderful. This will be the most impressive midsummer pole yet, with a little extra magic snuck on there too. Oh, this is so fun. Good job, Wild Mother. All right, let's get this pole up. The midsummer pole is looking great, but I can't help but feel like it's missing something. I know, flower wreaths. Flower wreaths are the final touch our pole needs to celebrate the traditional way. It so happens I've set up a workstation for guests to make their own flower wreaths. You can use that to assemble larger wreaths as well. Head on over to the Flower Crown workstation and make 4 wreaths for our pole. Yes! Oh, geez, they're gonna need to be huge. This is perfect! Wild Mother, this is really what we wanted to spend so much of our time doing, too, was like working with all of the flowers. But all right, let's hurry and get that done so that then we can kind of catch our breath for a minute before we help out with setting up the rest of all of the festivities. Let's see. There, so they've already given us the supplies we need. Yes, this is so cool. Look at how many wreaths we have. Oh, I love this so much. We're experts. We need to take a really cute picture before. Oh, geez. All right, we got to get away from there. Look at this. She's just such a beautiful horse. And I'm always going to remember this. See, whenever we do our like 50 and 100 episode slideshows, we're going to remember how much fun it was setting this up with Wild Mother. Can she show off from this side? There we go. Oh, that's so cool, Wild Mother. Why are you just the best horse? I mean, clearly they're all the best horse. You guys know what I mean. But this is just such a fun way to see how we're setting up the pole with her. This is fantastic. Okay, okay. Well, let's get this up, guys, because we have so much more to do when it comes to the Midsummer Festival. And splendid. Let's place them on the pole. There we go. And we should be able to get it up now, right? There's only one thing left to do. It's time to raise the pole. We'll do it together. On my mark, 3, 2, and there we go. Oh, that's just as fun as last year. I love it. Oh, we did it, you guys. We did it. Just look at that. The finest midsummer pole in all of Jorvik. A perfect setting for the frog dance. You remember the moves, right? Oh, there we go. All right, and there we go. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It is so much fun to celebrate the Midsummer Festival, and I love how it's a time of flowers and just blossoms, leaves, and dancing. And I really think that Wild Mother has very much enjoyed her first day here amongst all of the youngsters in Jorvik, seeing how they celebrate these special festivals too. If you guys would like to join us, do please consider subscribing to ride along for the next adventure. If you could, do please leave a like to toss a flower to our wonderful Wild Mother as she begins her new life here in Jorvik with us. But most importantly, my friends, stay curious, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.